RS Berkane were crowned the champions for the third time in their history, sparking wild celebrations in every borough in Morocco. As the Orange Boys bask in euphoric glory, the CAF Champions League final hangs in the balance. Igamalami O Adelani Folashayo Gurinade, and you're watching yet another amazing episode of the FA show. Stick around for S.C.'s analysis of what went down on the fields of Loftus Stadium, as well as Auntie Ski's breakdown of the WAFCON tournament coming up. The FA show is about to get lit. Stay tuned. Football lovers, let's talk about it. I have this big smile on my face today, and that's because the Super Eagles of Nigeria recently won the Jollof War against the Black Stars of Ghana. SC, is it safe to say that footballing-wise and in terms of the Jollof between the two nations, Nigeria has the slight edge over Ghana?
I don't know about the Jollof. Take me to Nigeria, then we'll have the comparison. But Nigeria and Ghana, consistent performers in the FIFA World Cup for under-17 boys. I think we're missing out on those two countries there.
Well, hey, I didn't pay him to say that, really. SC sitting on the fence nicely there. And to my Ghanaian friends watching, hey, better luck next time. Now, speaking of Nigeria and Ghana, these two countries have been so consistent at the under-17 level. The World Cup is coming up in November. And these two teams are not going to be involved in the World Cup, so no bragging rights really on that platform.
No, we can have bragging rights. We've got new boys in there. You know, you got Morocco that has done so well, football-wise. I think holistically, when you look at the whole entire setup, they've been beautiful, man, from under-17 girls to under-17 boys, senior teams. It's just amazing to see what Morocco is doing with their football. So for me, I look at them and I say against Portugal, who their best finish was in 1989, third place. I think Morocco stands a good chance to upset those guys there. Looking at the other fixtures, I mean, South Africa versus Italy.
Yes.
Italy are the defending champions. So hopefully we can pull an Italian job on them. For me, again, you look at a team like Egypt versus England. That's going to be an interesting one because the English are the 2017 champions. So that sends out a message to Egypt to say, based on how they've fared in terms of their African space, is this a bigger task for them? But let's wait and see. They've got enough time to fine-tune their team. You've got Tunisia in there and Argentina. Third place as well for Argentina. Best finish, 2003, 95 and 91. Quite interesting. There's so many of our countries that are there, 10 of them. We've got Burkina Faso, you've got Mali in there, you've got Senegal, as I mentioned, you've got Tunisia and Uganda in there, and you've got Zambia as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how the boys fare.
Zambia is going to be facing the Samba boys of Brazil. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
What a game, can't wait.
Yes, so November 3 to November 27, 2025, the World Cup is going to be going down in Qatar, and trust us right here on the FA show to bring you the latest from that tournament. Speaking of the latest, something happened on the continent recently. We saw RS Berkane prove SC right, really, that they have what it takes to win the competition for the third time. Now, let's look at what happened to Simba. What happened to them in that final?
Before you even speak of the game itself, let's talk about the emotional intelligence of the whole entire squad. I point a finger to the management team to say, did they put themselves in the back foot before this game started, focusing on the issue of the Zanzibar situation in terms of where the game was taking place.
They couldn't play in their stadium.
Exactly. That psychologically, I think, probably affected them to a certain extent. But when the game starts, you can see that Fadlu Davis' team was up for it, and they pushed RS Berkane, I don't want to lie.
Okay, SC, give us the autopsy of what happened to Simba in this final.
I think Moin Chabane planned out this so well, He waited for them to push, and obviously when they push forward, they open up space at the back, and literally that's what happened. Also, you have to point reference the red card that came through into the game, leaving that pocket in the middle of the park.
In the 50th minute.
Fabrice Ngoma was left alone. I mean, if you're going to face a player like Mamadou Kamara, I mean, Yassine Labiri, I mean, those are proper players, and you can't just leave them out there with one player to face them, which is Fabrice Ngoma playing that center situation alone. I think it really put them at the back foot, and hence you found that RS Berkane were just a rampant team, man.
Okay, what about discipline? Because Fadlu Davids, it was a feisty encounter, really. And the referee had to give so many cards, had to give red cards. Do you think that affected Simba psychologically?
Look, obviously, when you have a team that is not emotionally balanced, and you're playing against a very intelligent team, and you're playing against a tactical coach in Moe Chabane, he's going to pick up on those moments. And I think Simba lost it there, you know. I mean, look, even when the camera moves and looks at Fadlu Davids, you can see how agitated he is with the officials. Yes. Sometimes move away from the officials, play football. Because if you look at the first 15 minutes of that game, they were literally playing football. Had they continued with that for the whole entire match, chances are we could be talking a different story right now.
And the disallowed goal really was also something that affected Simba?
Not entirely. I mean, those are things that happen in football, modern football, especially when you look at the VAR. VAR will be there always to tell you that this was a goal or not. And I think they should just move on with that. I don't think it's the first time they've been in this situation, you know. And hence they didn't get the goal. It was an offside. They need to continue and play football, but they didn't. They focused on other factors.
The irony of football, really. In the first leg, VAR helped Simba by chalking off that third goal Aris Berkane scored. And in the second leg, VAR, well, did not help Simba so much. You know, they had a disallowed goal.
It's funny you bring that up because we have to go back even to the game they played against Stellenbosch. It's a conversation to say, should their goal had been allowed? But the focus is not there. The focus is on the final. and I think for me, playing the VAR card on the game, it takes away from the beautiful game that we saw. I think both teams put out a good performance, and yes. I think Aris Berkane were just a team that was phenomenal from the start to the end, you know. And
so let me quickly give you my top 3 players from that final. Coming in at number 3 is Eli Mpanzu. When the Congolese winger joined from AS Vita Club, he was part of an already formidable front line. Now, Fadlu Davids signed him with the goal of boosting creativity and competition in wide areas, and boy, has he lived up to expectations. Mpanzu's movement, skills, and goal-scoring ability has been crucial to Simba in the Confederation Cup this season, and in the final, his clever assist to set up Joshua Mutale, who opened the scoring in the 17th minute, was simply incredible. What an amazing player. Coming in at number 2 is Soumaila Sidibe. At number 2 this week is Soumaila Sidibe. The Malian emerged as the hero for Aris Berkane. Sidibe silenced the home crowd with a crucial equalizer with a well-taken right-footed effort from a tight angle, beating goalkeeper Musa Kamara, and that was the goal that shattered Simba's Confederation Cup dreams. At number 1 this week is Mamadou Lamine Kamara. The whole Aris Berkane backline should be number 1 this week, really, after doing such a fine job of soaking up the pressure that was placed on them in Tanzania. Dio was a rock in defense, but the man of both ties for me was Mamadou Lamine Kamara. After scoring in the first leg, his performance in the second leg was equally as impactful. Kamara controlled the midfield and worked tirelessly in the center of the park before he was eventually substituted. He was something else. Kamara joined Moroccan club Aris Berkane in 2021 and recently celebrated his 100th appearance for the club in April, marking a significant milestone in his fast-rising career. Did I leave anyone out?
Nah, I think you left Munir out, the Aris Berkane goalkeeper. Amazing goalkeeper that has been in this tournament, the whole entire tournament. 10 appearances so far, 8 clean sheets. Amazing.
All right, SC, you're going to be back at some stage. Now, don't let's tell the viewers what is about to happen. There are a few changes happening on the show. You just have to keep watching.